The final piece of this puzzle is this. Is the outcome you propose just and equitable? Now, when I started in family law, I was told there is no such thing as fair in family law. I think there's probably very little in life that is fair, let alone trying to settle a separation. So, I don't disagree. Just and equitable can most simply be thought of as this. If you were the judge or the magistrate or the registrar, the person looking at the settlement, what would you think? You don't know the family from a bar of soap. All you can see are the stats. How old they are, how long they were together, how old their kids are, how many kids they have, the care percentage, and what the property pool looks like. Kind of like a complicated word question in maths. How many watermelons can you fit in the car? So if you were that person with no emotions, no connection, no compassion for the family, would that settlement look reasonable? Now that's a very simple version, and there are other factors that they might see and consider, but we are keeping it simple. For me, I like to think of it as the could I sleep at night test. For the most part, people are good. Few people set out to be jerks, and regardless of the circumstances of the separation, most people have a conscience, and that conscience needs to know that they didn't do the wrong thing, even by the person who may have broken their heart or really pissed them off. We want to know that we aren't going to be left in a worse situation than we started in. We also want to feel like we didn't rip the other person off. Most of us want an outcome that sits comfortably with our conscience and lets us sleep at night. This is probably as close as I can get to guiding you on the just and equitable test, whichever way you look at it. From the perspective of the court or your own gut feeling, it's probably going to look pretty similar. Maybe you won't feel like it was fair, but you should feel like it was reasonable in the circumstances. So that's your guide. Take what you will from that. I will always 100%, even more than 100%, recommend you seek your own tailored, independent legal advice. But in the meantime, this might let you start feeling out some possible options in the journey to resolving your property matter, and put you at least one step further forward towards the outcome. So let's work together to separate better.